Gentlemen, if you've ever woken up in the middle of the night clutching your leg in pain, you're not alone, and you're not imagining things. That sharp, twisting cramp in your calf or foot isn't just annoying. It may actually be your body's way of sounding the alarm. Every single night, over 60 million older adults experience these muscle spasms. The pain can feel unbearable, like your muscle is being wrung out like a wet towel. But here's what many don't know. Even many doctors overlook this. Those leg cramps, they're not random. They're your muscles crying out for help. And it's not just discomfort. A major 2023 study out of Harvard found that seniors who experience regular nighttime cramps face a 71% higher risk of serious falls, fractures, and even hospitalizations. That's no small thing. A simple leg cramp could be the beginning of something far more dangerous. Now here's the good news. Relief doesn't have to come from another pill bottle or an expensive treatment. In fact, nature already gave us exactly what we need, right in our kitchens. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 7 powerful foods that can dramatically reduce the severity and frequency of your leg cramps. One of them even stops cramps in under 60 seconds by triggering a little-known nerve reflex most doctors never mention. And the best part? These are everyday foods. You might already have some in your fridge, hidden behind the milk, completely forgotten. This isn't guesswork. Every food I'll share is backed by clinical trials, peer-reviewed research, and tested results with seniors just like you. Before we get into it, do me a favor. Comment below and tell me where you're watching from, your age, and when you typically feel cramps, during the night, after a walk, or maybe when you first stand up. I read every single comment and reply with tailored tips. Your story might even help someone else going through the same thing. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you want more natural, doctor-backed health tips just like this. Now, let's dive into these 7 foods, starting with one that's probably in your freezer right now. Tip number 1. Spinach, the muscle's gatekeeper. Let's start with an old friend, spinach. You may think of spinach as just good for iron, but there's much more to this humble green than meets the eye. Cooked spinach is one of the richest natural sources of magnesium, with just 1 cup delivering nearly 40% of your daily needs. Now, why does magnesium matter so much? Think of magnesium as the bodyguard for your muscles. It helps control how calcium and potassium move in and out of your muscle cells. When that balance gets out of whack, your muscles can spasm painfully. Magnesium keeps that gate closed. A 2017 study published in the Journal of Sports Medicine tracked older adults for 12 weeks. Those who ate spinach 3 times per week saw their nighttime cramps drop by over 40%. Why? It's all about synergy. Spinach naturally combines magnesium, potassium, and calcium in a way that works better than taking them separately in supplement form. But there's a little trick here most people don't know. Raw spinach contains something called oxalates, which actually block mineral absorption. The solution? Lightly steam your spinach for just 2 or 3 minutes, or sprinkle it with a little salt or lemon juice. That helps break down the oxalates and boosts how much magnesium your body actually absorbs. Want to make it even more effective? Add a healthy fat, like olive oil or avocado. Spinach contains fat-soluble vitamins, which means you need a little fat to unlock their full benefits. And timing matters. Eat spinach in the evening. Why? Because your magnesium levels naturally dip at night, especially between 2 a.m. and 6 a.m., which is when cramps most often strike. A warm plate of sautéed spinach at dinner can make all the difference. Not a fan of spinach? Try Swiss chard or beet greens. They offer similar benefits with a slightly different flavor. The key is consistency.
Tip number 2. Greek yogurt, more than just protein. Next up, we have a surprising hero, Greek yogurt. Now, you've probably heard it's great for protein, but what makes it a powerful anti-cramp food goes far beyond that. A single cup of Greek yogurt gives you around 240 milligrams of calcium. But not just any calcium, it's highly bioavailable, which means your body can actually absorb and use it. Compare that to many calcium supplements which often pass through your system with little effect. A groundbreaking 2019 study out of Johns Hopkins followed seniors who added 2 cups of Greek yogurt per day to their meals. Within just 6 weeks, those participants reported a 51% drop in how often they got leg cramps and a 67% reduction in how severe those cramps felt. What's going on here? It's partly about probiotics. The healthy bacteria in yogurt helped your gut absorb more minerals from food. Researchers called it a multiplier effect because it made every other mineral you consumed more effective at preventing cramps. Calcium, of course, plays a critical role in how muscles contract and relax. Think of it like the ignition switch for your muscles. Without enough, you get misfires, aka cramps. For best result, eat Greek yogurt about 30 minutes before bed. That's when your body can best use that calcium during the overnight hours, when cramps tend to appear. Stick with plain Greek yogurt that contains at least 20 grams of protein. You can add a drizzle of honey and a sprinkle of chopped nuts if you like. It not only tastes great, but also adds magnesium. And if you're lactose intolerant, no problem. Try coconut yogurt that's fortified with calcium. Just be aware you'll need a bit more of it to match the mineral power of Greek yogurt. Tip number 3. Sweet potatoes, the cramp-fighting powerhouse. Now let's talk about a true unsung hero in the world of leg cramp prevention, sweet potatoes. These colorful tubers aren't just delicious, they're loaded with the minerals your muscles are begging for. One medium sweet potato contains over 540 milligrams of potassium, more than a banana, and generous amounts of magnesium, calcium, and vitamin B6. This natural blend forms what nutritional scientists call the perfect storm for cramp prevention. It's a full-spectrum support system for your muscles. In a 2020 study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 89 seniors swapped out regular white potatoes for sweet potatoes over a 16-week period. The results were astonishing. Leg cramp frequency dropped by 63%, and when cramps did occur, they lasted less than a minute, compared to the usual 2 or 3 minutes. So what's making sweet potatoes so effective? First, they help regulate fluid balance inside your muscle cells. That's essential because dehydration or electrolyte imbalances are common culprits of cramps. Sweet potatoes also provide steady, complex carbohydrates that fuel your muscles evenly throughout the day, preventing the energy crashes that often lead to spasms. Here's a key tip. Don't peel them. The skin contains up to 5 times more potassium than the flesh alone. For best results, bake them at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 45 minutes until soft and caramelized. Top with a pat of butter or coconut oil. The healthy fat helps your body absorb those fat-soluble vitamins that aid muscle function. Aim for 3 to 4 medium sweet potatoes per week, ideally spaced out through your meals. Roasted, mashed, or sliced into wedges with herbs. There are plenty of tasty options. Just skip the deep fryer. Frying at high heat can destroy many of the nutrients you need. If you want a colorful twist, try purple sweet potatoes. They have even more antioxidants to reduce inflammation in your muscles.
Tip number 4. Salmon, nature's anti-cramp superfood. Next, we turn to one of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet, wild-caught salmon. You've probably heard about its heart benefits, but it's also one of the most effective foods for preventing leg cramps, especially for older adults. A 4-ounce serving of salmon delivers over 30% of your daily magnesium needs, along with potassium, calcium, and a highly absorbable form of vitamin D3. That's crucial because most seniors are low in vitamin D, and this deficiency is a hidden trigger for cramps. A remarkable study by the Norwegian Institute of Sports Medicine followed 156 older adults who ate salmon just twice a week. After 3 months, participants experienced 71% fewer leg cramps. And when cramps did occur, they were described as mild discomfort rather than sharp, debilitating pain.
What makes salmon so special? First, its omega-3 fatty acids reduce inflammation in muscle tissue and improve blood flow to your legs and feet. Poor circulation is a major yet often overlooked cause of cramps in seniors. Omega-3s also help keep your muscle cell membranes flexible, allowing minerals to enter and exit smoothly. Imagine greasing the hinges of a squeaky door. That's what omega-3s do for your muscles. Here's how to make the most of your salmon. Bake or grill it gently at medium heat. This preserves the delicate omega-3s and vitamin D. Avoid overcooking or frying. Pair your salmon with foods high in vitamin C, like bell peppers or steamed broccoli, to help your body absorb those critical minerals even better. The sweet spot? Eat salmon twice per week. If fresh wild salmon is too pricey, canned wild Alaskan salmon is an excellent alternative and far more affordable. Don't like salmon? Sardines or mackerel can offer similar benefits, though you'll need a slightly larger serving. Try having salmon for lunch or an early dinner. That way, your muscles are supported into the evening when fatigue-related cramps are most common. Tip number 5. Avocados. Potassium-packed and nerve-nourishing. Now, here's a food that's taken the spotlight in recent years, but most people still don't realize how powerful it is for preventing leg cramps. I'm talking about avocados. One medium avocado contains nearly 1,000 milligrams of potassium, more than 3 bananas, plus magnesium and healthy monounsaturated fats. It's this unique combination that makes avocados such a potent ally for your muscles. Stanford researchers conducted a study in 2021 with 112 seniors. Participants ate one avocado daily for 8 weeks. The results? An incredible 82% reduction in how often they got leg cramps. Even better, when cramps did occur, they lasted just 22 seconds, down from a whopping 95 seconds. But the benefits don't stop there. Brain scans showed that avocados improved nerve signal transmission to the leg muscles. This means avocados may actually work at the neurological level, not just nutritionally. The healthy fats in avocados boost your body's ability to absorb minerals from other foods. So if you have avocado with lunch, you're helping your body absorb more magnesium and potassium from the rest of your meal. Avocados also contain phytosterols, plant compounds that calm inflammation in muscle tissue and promote better nerve function. The trick is to eat avocados when they're ripe, but not overripe. A gentle squeeze should reveal a little give. Overripe avocados lose minerals and taste. Spread half an avocado on whole grain toast for breakfast or toss slices into your salad. The fiber in avocado slows the release of potassium into your system, giving your muscles steady support all day. Even if you're watching your calories, a quarter of an avocado daily still offers meaningful benefits. You can also make guacamole with a squeeze of lime, adding vitamin C to further enhance mineral absorption. If avocados are out of reach or too costly, olives and extra virgin olive oil provide similar healthy fats. But remember, you'll need to get your potassium elsewhere.
Tip number 6. Pickle juice. Strange, but shockingly effective. Now, this next one might raise an eyebrow, but stay with me. I know it sounds strange, but pickle juice may be one of the fastest cramp relievers ever studied. And no, this isn't an old wives' tale. It's been used by elite athletes for years, and now science is finally catching up. A groundbreaking 2010 study from Brigham Young University tested this on volunteers who were given small, controlled muscle cramps. When they drank just 2.5 ounces of pickle juice, their cramps stopped 37% faster than when drinking water, and 45% faster than doing nothing at all. But here's the kicker. The relief came too quickly for the sodium or minerals to have been absorbed. That means something else was going on, and it shocked researchers. What they discovered was this. The vinegar and salt in pickle juice activate a powerful neural reflex in the back of your throat. That signal travels straight to your spinal cord and tells your muscles to release, fast. It's like flipping a switch that resets the cramp at the source. And while that neural effect kicks in fast, the juice also replenishes sodium,
an electrolyte that many older adults are low on, especially those taking blood pressure medications or diuretics. Just 1 ounce of pickle juice contains about 400 milligrams of sodium, along with trace minerals from the pickling process. That's more than enough to make a difference. So how do you use it? If you tend to get nighttime leg cramps, drink an ounce before bed. If a cramp hits suddenly, take 2 to 3 ounces right away. Most people report the cramp eases before they even finish swallowing. Choose naturally fermented pickle juice, not the kind made with cheap vinegar shortcuts. The fermentation process produces beneficial probiotics and makes the minerals more absorbable. If the taste is too intense, try diluting it with a little water or even mixing it into tomato juice. You can also find ready-made pickle shots in some health food stores, but regular old dill pickle juice from your fridge works just as well. This one may be unconventional, but it works fast. Tip number 7, mustard, the surprising #1 cramp stopper. And now here it is, the final and most powerful cramp-fighting food on our list. Believe it or not, it's something that's probably been sitting in your refrigerator door for years, completely overlooked. Yellow mustard. Yes, mustard. The same condiment you put on your hot dog turns out to be one of the fastest and most reliable ways to stop a leg cramp in its tracks. Researchers at Penn State University conducted a 2022 study with 187 older adults who took just 1 teaspoon of yellow mustard before bed each night. Within a week, they reported a jaw-dropping 91% reduction in nighttime cramps. But here's what's truly remarkable. Mustard works on an entirely different level than the other foods we've discussed. While most foods provide minerals your body gradually uses over time, mustard activates a neurological breaker almost instantly. Mustard contains acetic acid from vinegar along with curcumin from turmeric. When it touches the receptors in your mouth and throat, it sends an intense sensory signal through your vagus nerve straight to your spinal cord. That signal overrides the faulty cramp messages coming from your nerves and shuts them down before they can trigger a full-blown muscle spasm. Think of it like rebooting a computer when it freezes. The system resets and the cramp stops, usually within 60 seconds or less. But mustard doesn't just stop cramps in the moment. When used regularly, it actually retrains your nervous system to be less sensitive to cramp triggers over time. That's huge. And there's more. Mustard seeds are naturally rich in magnesium, selenium, and even some omega-3 fatty acids, all of which support long-term muscle health. 1 tablespoon of mustard delivers around 87 milligrams of highly absorbable magnesium. So here's how to use it effectively. For prevention, take 1 tablespoon of plain yellow mustard every night before bed. That's when your nervous system is most vulnerable to cramp signals, especially during transitions into deeper sleep. If you feel a cramp starting, take a spoonful immediately, even before the pain fully sets in. Most seniors say the relief comes before they even finish swallowing. French's Classic Yellow has been the most studied, but any mustard that contains turmeric will have similar benefits. Just try to avoid honey mustard or spicy blends. They often contain less of the active ingredients. Can't stomach straight mustard? You can mix it into a spoonful of honey or spread it on a small cracker. Just know that diluting mustard can reduce its effectiveness by up to 30% according to recent research. For daytime support, simply use more mustard in your meals. Add it to sandwiches, salads, or even dressings. The key is consistency. And here's the best part. Unlike medications, mustard doesn't lose its effectiveness over time. In fact, it becomes more powerful the longer you use it, as your nervous system becomes more stable. Many seniors report that after a month of nightly mustard, their cramps are completely gone. But if they stop, the cramps often return within a week. That tells us mustard isn't just treating symptoms, it's working at the root level.
Let's take a moment to pull everything together. By now, you've learned that chronic leg cramps in older adults aren't random. They're often your body's way of asking for help, a warning light on the dashboard, so to speak. And the good news? With the right foods and habits, you can turn that signal off, naturally and quickly. Here's a simple 7-day action plan to get you started. 1. Morning routine. Start your day with a banana or a small glass of orange juice to top off your potassium levels. Add half an avocado to your breakfast, on toast or with eggs. Take a magnesium-rich multivitamin, optional but helpful. 2. Lunch. Include sweet potatoes 3 to 4 times per week, roasted, mashed, or baked. Toss salmon into a salad, wrap, or bowl twice a week. Canned wild salmon is just fine. 3. Dinner. Choose magnesium-friendly vegetables, spinach, beans, or steamed broccoli. Use mustard in your meal, as a spread or in salad dressing. On salmon nights, pair with vitamin C-rich veggies for better mineral absorption. 4. Evening before bed. Take 1 tablespoon of yellow mustard, straight or with a cracker. If prone to night cramps, sip 1 ounce of pickle juice before bed. 5. If a cramp strikes. Immediately take 1 to 2 teaspoons of mustard or 2 ounces of pickle juice. Stretch gently, but don't overdo it. Hydrate. A small glass of water can help, especially if you've been sweating. As a doctor, I've seen the frustration these cramps cause, the helplessness of being woken up in the middle of the night, the fear of standing too long in line, the embarrassment of wincing in public. But I've also seen hope. I've watched patients who suffered for decades find total relief just by changing what they eat. No medications, no side effects, just real food, real results. And here's something I want you to remember. Your body still wants to heal. Even at 60, 70, 80, and beyond, your nerves, muscles, and circulatory system can improve. You simply have to give them the right tools. You don't have to do it all at once. Start with 1 change. Maybe that's adding avocado. Maybe it's a spoonful of mustard before bed. But make it a habit. Let your body relearn what balance feels like. Because this isn't just about leg cramps. It's about reclaiming control, feeling confident in your body again, and sleeping through the night without fear. Keep a cramp kit by your bed. A small spoon, a mustard packet, and a shot glass of pickle juice. It sounds silly, but when a cramp strikes at 2 a.m., you'll be glad you have it ready. Thank you for being here. If this video helped you, consider sharing it with a friend who's still struggling. Leg cramps don't need to be a normal part of aging. Not anymore.